Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to work on a new project and at the same time answer a few questions that people have asked very often on my channel regarding trimming pepper plants. And the questions are basically broken up into multiple parts. They usually ask, when do you trim your pepper plants? Why do you trim it? And how much do you trim? So all of those questions really depends, and we are going to work on this project and take you along, and then show you the progress of trimming, and then how the plants recovered, and all that good stuff. So why do I trim my pepper plants? One reason is usually because the plant are just looking really bad. Like for example, if you have pests that really destroy the pepper plants and damage the leaves, and it just look not very good. And in that case, what I usually do is I trim the entire plant, I treat it for the pests, and then allow the plant to start over. And because the plants are grown in hydroponic, there's always food and nutrients and all the resources available, so they always recover very fast and very well. Another reason I trim is because there may be some issues with the roots. Let's just say you have damaged roots or like dead roots, and the plant has like lockouts and all that stuff, and it's not growing well. And that is also a good time to kind of like start over fresh and trim it back, trim the root a little bit, and rehabilitate the plant, and then get it back to their pristine shape. And a third reason why I would trim my plant is that it could be the plant is reaching its capacity of production, and after I harvest these up, the leaves are not looking very good. It's basically the pepper plants is thinking that it's towards the end of the cycle. So what we can do is we can trim, pick up all of the fruits here, and then trim back, because you see here the leaves are kind of yellow. That's because I have been mistreating the plant over the past few weeks. So once you mistreat it, it does turn a little bad, and then you can start over that way. So always treat your plants well, and it will remain healthy. So today we are going to take all the fruits off here, and I'm gonna save the seeds because they're isolated. There's nothing in the house growing except this one here. So for sure it's 100% pure white Thai seeds that I'm going to save. And also I need to fix a problem here. It's my rock wool, because I moved this plant around so much, showing it off and do all kinds of nutrient change, and after a while my rock wool kind of like fell in. So I'm gonna have to fix that so that the plant can stand up really well, and trim it back so that it can start over and producing again, and then take you through the process and allow you to see how long it takes for the plant to recover entirely. Okay, I will begin cutting the plant back, and then I'm going to collect all of the pods and stuff like that, and then I will show you exactly what it looks like once it's all done cut down. So normally when I cut, I do cut quite a bit because I want the plants to basically start completely over. So here, that is one branch. That's another one. So you kind of like, you want to shape the plant as well. So they do grow quite a bit in hydroponic, so you kind of want to shape it so that it can look nice and round, and not one side is larger or longer than the other. You want it all even and round and stuff. That way it can stay maintained within the system. So let me go ahead and finish this up, and then I will show you what the plant looks like. Okay, I trimmed the entire plant down, and here is what we have left. So we are going to trim it a little further. That way everything looks nice and clean once the plant grows back. So if you look here, I'll take you closer. You see here, these branches here are like so close together in the middle. I actually want the outer branch and not too much of the inner branch, because once the inner branch grows, grows up here, it'll sort of like, you know, get too compacted and everything is just so tight together. You want to kind of trim that up to relieve the leaves, you know, it allows the air to get through. So normally what I would do is I'll cut the branches in the middle and get rid of those. And any branches that are pointing inward, you also get rid of those. It's basically the same thing you would do when you trim like your fruit trees and stuff like that. So take off all of the branches that are on the inner part. And you see this one here is pointing inward. Get rid of that. Okay, there we have it. There's really nothing left. There's a few shoots that are coming out. That's basically all you need. So I'm gonna clean this all up, and then I'm gonna fix the rock wool so that this can stay sturdy in one place, and then I will show you what it looks like. Okay, we are all done. I trimmed the plant back, I cleaned up the system, and I top it off with new nutrients here. I'm using just the Grow series because the plant is no longer blooming. Once it recovered and begin to bloom, then I can go ahead and switch back to the Bloom series again. But as for now, that is all I'm doing. So yeah, there's really not much left of the plant, so we will be back and check on this very soon. Alright guys, here it is 4 days later, and look at these. These are new shoots that are already started to form. You see, in hydroponic, plants grow back very quickly. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. You see, all those little shoots are going to start to come out. And then within a few weeks, they're going to grow much larger. And then the plant may go back to fruiting very, very soon. So we'll check back again soon. Okay, it has been exactly 4 weeks now since the initial trimming process. And in the 4 weeks period, I did something additional that I forgot to record because I forgot that I was doing a video on this. I did trim the roots back because I had some root problem. There was root rot. But what I did was I trimmed the bottom right there, and now it is starting to grow back. See, the white sections there are all the new roots. The brown ones are the ones that are going to just fade and disintegrate and just dissolve into the system. So yes, you can trim the roots if you want to, especially if you have rot problem. If you do experience root rot, all you have to do is put a tank of water in here, just fill it up, and then circulate the system with just fresh water only for about 24 hours, and just dump it out. And after that, you can clean up the roots and all that stuff, clean up all the dead particles, and then you can give the plant half strength, and then it will recover. So the plant recovered, as you can see here, and now it is starting to produce some new peppers right here. So I'm gonna get peppers very soon to use. And this plant would not grow any more than this because there's already flowers on all of the branches, so it will remain small, which is a good thing because I need it to remain small in this system. So yeah, that is there's not much more to this video. That is basically it. You can trim aggressively and have the plant start over, and within less than a month or so it will fruit again, and then you get more peppers. So that is all. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. Alright guys, just a quick update to show you what the fruits look like in week number 5. Look at these. We are getting lots and lots of little fruits right here that are sprouting everywhere. And because this plant is so dense, you know, it's there are fruits in there that I have to move the leaves out to see. You see, it's just, there's lots of them. And the plant is looking nice and healthy, very small and compact, and that is exactly how I want it when I grow them in system like this. It's more manageable this way. But yeah, it's back to health again, it's going to produce again, and I'm gonna get more peppers again. So I hope you enjoy the video and try it out for yourself.